very excited today. Happy Saturday. Good to move our bodies around. So today I was looking through my meditation book and I picked the Daily Om today. I really love this one. And I came to a section, a title that says Patient Perseverance. And that felt like it was resonating with me a little bit. So it says like drawing strength from plants, which I really love that. So I'll share this at the end, but it really just talks about this idea of staying strong, and cultivating that patience, especially in times of struggle and when you feel like not a lot of change is happening, or it's just cultivating this awareness and this sense of calm. So I thought I would offer that today. And on our mats, how we transfer that. Yoga is all about being patient. I feel, it's a big part of it is patience. Not forcing your body to get into a position if it's not ready, or into a posture if it's not ready. I've been feeling, I faced some frustration in yoga with certain poses, and my hamstrings are really tight, and so I go to that dark place sometimes. But this idea of patience is a great reminder to step back and just, when your body is ready, it will get there, it will get deeper. So I invite you to play with that today, this idea of patience, and hopefully you find some comfort through that. So having said that, find a comfortable lift, whatever that looks like to you, on a blanket, or have a block nearby. And draw the shoulders up towards the ears. Let them rest on the back. Draw the hands slightly in towards the waist. And think ears in line with shoulders, shoulders in line with hips. Rooting into the earth, and just feel your body here as it settles, trying not to force it into a specific place. Start to cultivate some mindful awareness, paying attention to the sounds around you. Noticing the chatter in your head, in your mind. And just let that all go. Notice it, but let it go. And we'll come to the breath. So take a deep breath in through the nose. Pause at the top. Keep that length and lift as you exhale out through the mouth. Inhale. Exhale, let it out. Inhale. Exhale, let it out. Come to a breath that's comfortable to you. Just settle for a few more moments here, drawing the hands in from an unfolded, open heart. And blink your eyes open and start to make some heat with the hands, just rubbing the hands together. Cultivating some energy here. Keep going. Feeling that friction. And then slightly pause, stop. Feel that heat, close the eyes if that feels good, and separate the hands a little bit, feeling the pulsation and that energy between the hands that you cultivated, that energy that is you. Maybe pulsating it out a little bit further, taking the hands a little further away and then closer together. A little further away. Closer together. A little further away. Good. Now take the hands over your, like facing you, palms facing your chest, and find some energy. Maybe if you have some blockage in the neck or in the heart, maybe in your head, maybe even in your belly, and just send some energy to that spot, wherever you feel tight or like you're holding something in. Noticing there. We'll come back to this in a moment. I feel mine in my belly. And blink your eyes, open, clasp the hands. So we'll come back to that standing. Press the palms forward, draw the shoulders up towards the ears, plug the shoulders back. Keep that as you draw the belly up and in. And then pressing the thumbs and pinky sides evenly forward. If this is a lot, separate the hands so that you can keep the arms straight. And if the elbows are rounding, just take the arms wider. Come to the breath. Inhale. Exhale it out. Good. On your next inhalation, start to take the arms overhead. And again, notice the ribs. So drawing the ribs in, pressing through the thumb and pinky side evenly, drawing the shoulders onto the back. This is a lot. Separate the hands. Inhale. Exhale it out. Maybe look at the sky if that feels good. Inhale. Exhale. And again, with this idea of patience, remember that everything I offer is an invitation, not an obligation. So if something's not feeling good to you, right, back it up and do what feels good in your body. I'm just here to offer. Separate the hands. Whew, hello forearms, right? A little bit. And then taking the left hand to the mat. I'm going to try a mirror here. Get length in the side body as you take the right arm overhead. Working that left shoulder up and back. And then start to face the floor a little bit, like turn the torso toward the earth. And then work that right shoulder up and back as you open up. Draw the belly in. And again, keeping that grounded shoulder plugging back. Inhale. Exhale. Maybe coming a little bit further if you want to come down to the forearm, right? But keeping that right sitting bone grounding. So mine doesn't really go that way. So I'm going to keep my arms straight. That's one of those poses where I have to be patient. Inhale, lift that arm up. Taking that right hand down to the mat. Get length in the side body, lift from the pelvis first, and then exhale over towards the right side, working that right shoulder up and back, and then face the earth, kind of turning towards the ground a little bit. And then on your next inhalation, start to open up, working that top shoulder up and back, that left shoulder up and back. Drawing the belly in. Maybe look at the sky. Maybe come to the forearm, keeping both sitting bones grounding. Good, inhale, rise up. Exhale down, and we'll come to our back here. Still warming up a little bit. Have a strap nearby you if you have it, or a towel. That might be helpful. Draw the knees in towards the chest. And just make some circles. And then draw the left leg in, and then straighten the right. Toes up towards the sky, taking the heels towards the mat. Hug that right leg in towards the midline. Move back a little bit. Toes up straight. And then flex that left foot, maybe taking the hands to the tops of the shins. Drawing that knee in towards the belly. Tone the belly. Now, option to stay here or start to straighten that left leg. Feet flex like you're pressing into the ceiling. And then take the hands to the back of the thigh, or you can grab a strap or a towel and place it around the top of the foot. Again, hugging that right foot in towards the midline, keeping that active, toes nice and flexed, drawing the belly in. And if you want to go a little further, maybe lifting the chest and the torso and kind of just massaging your calf, massaging the hamstring a little bit, taking the leg a little closer. Again, if this isn't working, you can keep this leg bent. Good, and then draw that leg in towards the chest. Take your right hand to your right hip. Tack that right hip down. Keep the right foot super active as you take the left leg out, opening up at the hip. Noticing that that right glute lifts off the mat. So keep pressing that down. Keep that action in the right foot down so the hip stays square. Now, you can stay here or maybe start to extend the left leg out towards the left, keeping the foot super active and flexed to protect the knee. Grounding both sitting bones. So tone the belly. Rooting into the earth. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Inhale, bend that leg. And then start to come to the right hip and the right side of the foot, the pinky side of the foot, and extend that left leg across the body. And then draw that left shoulder down to the earth. Maybe gaze over that left shoulder. And if you want to go a little further, you can extend the left leg straight across, taking the right hand to the hamstring, keeping that left foot super active and flexed, drawing the belly in. Inhale. Exhale. Good, bend that leg. We'll come to the opposite side. Draw the knees in towards the chest. And then start to extend that left leg straight out. Flex the left foot, toes up towards the sky. And then flex the right. And then take the hands to the tops of the right shin, drawing that knee a little bit closer in towards the belly. Both feet are active. Hug that left leg in towards the midline. Option to stay here. On your next inhalation, extend that leg up towards the sky. Maybe clasping behind the thigh. Maybe taking the strap to the top of the foot. That's a little bit more forgiving. Drawing the shoulders down towards the earth. Come into the breath. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Inhale, maybe climb up a little further. Start to take that little massage of the calves and of the hamstring. Loosen that up a bit. You don't have to be here. That leg can be bent again. I've been sitting a lot lately, so my hamstrings are super tight. My hip flexors are super tight. Watching more TV than normal. Draw that leg in. Open that right leg out towards the side, towards the right. Keep that left leg super flexed and active. Tack that left hip down. And then option to stay here, or I have to move over so I don't hit the wall. Or open that leg, straighten that leg out to the side, taking the right hand to the top of the calf, like over the leg, or it can be under, whatever's comfortable, but keep tacking that left hip down to the earth, toning the belly. Keep that left foot active and flexed. Inhale. exhale. 2 more breaths, inhale. Exhale. 1 more time, inhale. Good, exhale, bend that leg, and then start to cross it over the body, and then coming to the left hip bone, and then left pinky side of the foot, extending that right leg across. Now you can keep that right leg bent, maybe taking the right shoulder to the earth. Or if you want to go further, start to extend the right foot. Keep that right foot active and flexed. You might notice that one side is a little bit tighter than the other. Inhale. Exhale. Good, release that. Draw the knees in towards the chest. We'll be on the back a little bit longer. And then keep that left leg drawing in as you extend the right leg out again. Okay? So take the left foot to the earth. And then take the hands underneath the hips, drawing the shoulders up and back a little bit so there's some space. So your hands are underneath the sitting bones. And then inhale, lift the right leg up towards the sky. Tone the belly, exhale, lower a little bit. Inhale. Exhale, lower a little bit. Inhale. Exhale, lower and hover. Then inhale, lift the right leg up. Now, if that was kind of, you're like, Anthony, what's that supposed to do? Then lift both legs. If not, keep that left leg to the earth, okay? Inhale, lower the right leg and hover, squeeze the belly. Lower left to meet the right. I know, breathe, don't panic. Lower the right leg. Left meets right, squeeze the belly and hover. Inhale, lift the legs. Opposite side. So if your left foot was bent to the earth, switch sides, take the right foot to the earth and lift the left leg, okay? Otherwise, both leg lifts. Lower the left, squeeze the belly, like halfway. Lower right to meet left. Lower the left and hover. Right to meet left. Feel the shake, I know. Lower the left. And then lower the right to meet the left. Squeeze the belly, breathe, inhale, and then lift. Beautiful. 2 more times, we got this, all right? So pick your side, either foot on the floor or not. We'll start with the right leg. Lower the right. Left meets right. Lower the right a little bit more. Lower the left to meet the right. Squeeze, I know. Inhale. Lower the right. Left meets right. Inhale, lift the legs. 1 more side, here we go. Patience, I know, just be patient, stay with it. Lower the left. Right meets left. It'll be over soon. Lower the left. Right meets left. Hello, hip flexors. Lower the left. Right meets left. Breathe. Maybe extend the arms overhead. Maybe lift the chest. Maybe lift the head. You don't have to. 3, 2, 1. Draw the knees in towards the chest. Give yourself a hug. That should feel nice. Rocking to one side, then to the other. Maybe rocking back and forth, feet towards the head. And then rock and roll to tabletop, however you need to get there. All right, check, that's done. Tabletop, here we go. Just kind of warming the hips up, warming the shoulders, warming the wrists, kind of moving the body forward and back. Going as fast or as slow as you want to go. Turn the hands out to the sides, right and left. keeping the palms down, and then start to turn the fingertips towards the knees, going as far as you could go to keep those palms down. Maybe even maybe rocking forward and back. That's a little bit different. Or you can hold if there's if you found a good juicy spot. You can hold that. Good, shift the hips forward, plant the hands, and then start to make circles with the left leg, like on the hips, just drawing the legs in. Plant the hands, draw the belly up and in. And then maybe go the other way, reverse. And then open to the side, okay? Rooting down that left hand. So trying not to lean so far to the right. There's going to be a little bit of a lean, but just think rooting more towards the left to keep the hips square. Tone the belly, flex that left foot, okay? Inhale, and then exhale, straighten as much as you can, lifting from the inner thigh, and then bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. One more time, I know. Inhale, straighten. Lifting from the inner thigh. 3, 2, 1. Lower that foot down to the earth. Maybe you can keep that foot flat on the earth, okay? And then start to take the hips back towards the heels, almost, and then walking your arms more forward, keeping the arm bones lifting, and then stretching back as far as you could go. Now, you might not be this deep. You might be here, okay? And that's okay. Keep drawing the belly in, keep the arm bones lifting, and then keep lifting from that inner thigh on the left side. Inhale. Exhale. Good, inhale, shift the chest forward. We'll come to the opposite side, plant the hands. I'm gonna move over a little bit. Get my blanket. And then make some circles here on the right side. Plant the hands, thumbs and index fingers rooting down, kind of setting those arms up like, like down dog arms. Maybe reversing the circle. Working out the kinks. And then pause and open up to that side, flex that right foot, root through that right hand to keep the hips more square. Again, you're gonna have a little bit of a lean, but just think rooting more right through the right hand. Lifting from the inner thigh, inhale, and then exhale, straighten that right leg out to the side and bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, draw in. One more time, inhale, straighten, hold. 3, draw the belly in. 2, 1, and lower. Ooh. Good, maybe plant that right foot down to the ground. And then you can stay here, maybe coming onto ridge top hands, like kind of almost like drawing the palms up away from the earth, coming up to fingertips. And then maybe start to take the hips back towards the heel. Arm bones stay lifted, draw the belly in. Inhale. Exhale it out. Good. Inhale, shift the chest forward. Tabletop position again. And again, walk the knees a little bit further back. Plant the hands, thumbs and index fingers rooting down. Eye of the elbows spinning forward. So hug the palms in towards each other to fire up the biceps and the triceps there. Draw the shoulders onto the back. Knit the belly up and in. Good. Start to lift the knees up off the mat. Hover here. And breathe. Maybe the left foot lifts and hovers. Keep bent in that right leg. You don't have to do this. Feel the shake if it's lifted. If your body is like, I'm done with this, go a little bit more. Lower that left foot. Good. Keep the knees lifted if you can, and lift the right leg, the right toes. Just hovering. Keep bent in that left leg. Keep hugging into the midline. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath, inhale. Good, exhale, so drop that the right toes down. Take your chest towards your thighs. Keep your knees bent. Welcome, coming into downward facing dog. Arm bones lift. Hips lift, start to take the heels towards the floor. If the back starts to round, re-bend the knees, right? Take the hips up a little bit higher, keep the feet a little bit further apart. Maybe pedaling one leg, one knee, bending the other. Good, walk the feet towards the hands. Little bend in the knees. Take the shoulders up and back. Hands to hips. Inhale, root to rise, arms overhead. Draw the hands in towards the chest. Just come back into that heat. So rubbing the hands together like we did at the beginning. Keep going. And then stop for a moment, take the hands a little bit apart, feeling that energy, maybe close the eyes. Feeling that pulsation. Maybe taking the hands a little bit wider. And a little bit closer. A little bit wider. And closer, feeling that energy between the hands. Now maybe finding that spot that you found earlier that was tight. So I'm going to come to my belly. That's kind of where I hold a lot of tension, a lot of stress. So I'm going to bring that energy there. And then blink your eyes open, take the feet a little bit wider, and then make fists, almost like you're pulling out that negative energy that's in your body, that blockage. Pull it out, and then arms up, overhead, and then drop the knees and let it out. Shh. Just kind of get rid of it. Do that again. So pull wherever that negative blockage is, pull it in, take it out, arms up, overhead, inhale, and then exhale, drop. Shh. Get rid of it. One more time. Pull it out. Get rid of all that tightness, that negative feeling, arms up. Exhale, get rid of it. Shh. Good, then inhale the arms up nice and tall. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Maybe taking hands to hips, working the shoulders up and back. Hands to blocks if you need it, or hands to floor. Bending one knee, bending the other, keeping that curve in the lumbar spine. Maybe taking feet closer together. Maybe rocking back and forth. Shaking your head yes, shaking it no. Leading with the heart, hugging the feet in towards each other. Drawing the belly up and in. Inhale, half lift. So you might want to have a blanket nearby. We'll take the right leg back, drop the back knee. Anjalayasana here. And then climb up, take hands to front thighs. Tack that left hip back, right hip forward. Now we're getting somewhere. Inhale the arms up. Now draw the ribs in, draw the belly in rather than thinking like a back bend. So hug in. Maybe gaze up towards the sky. I'm squaring my hips. I'm hugging that back knee forward. Inhale. Good. Exhale, take the left hand to your hip. Take the right hand to the outside of the right thigh, or the left thigh, sorry. Work that left shoulder up and back and start to take a twist. So if you can stay here, maybe extend the left arm back, keeping the right hand where it is. So I'm working my left rib back, right rib forward. You can stay here, maybe that right arm straightens. Maybe. Keep hugging the legs in. Nice tall through the crown of the head. Inhale. Exhale. Good. On your next inhalation, exhale, take that right hand to a block or to the floor. We'll take a twist here. Now you can take that left hand to the hip, work that left shoulder up and back. Maybe take the left arm up overhead, up towards the sky. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Inhale. Start to take that arm forward and then up and back, making like circles with that top arm. Just kind of warming up the shoulder. Last one, keep that arm overhead, maybe working that left shoulder up and back. It's a little bit longer here. You can always lift that back knee if you want to come a little deeper. One more breath. That knee was lifted, lower it. And then maybe start to bend the right leg. Flex that right foot. You might just be here. Maybe that left hand reaches back and finds the foot for a thigh stretch, a twisted thigh stretch. Take the hips back a little bit and then start to work the hips forward, work the left shoulder up and back. That right hand can be on a block, or you can do this standing. Right, so if you're standing, it might look something just like this. Maybe hand on a wall. You can take one leg back, take hips back, drawing the belly in. All right, same thing. And breathe. Inhale. Good. Exhale. Gently release that. So rather than like slingshotting it back, kind of with control, lower. Plant the hands, lift the back knee. Step the right foot to meet the left. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Good. Inhale, root to rise. Tadasana. Beautiful. Good. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift. Switch sides, so take the left leg back this time. You can always pad the knee, bring the back knee down. So making sure you're long enough, right? So that when you come up, your right knee tracks over the right ankle. Tack your right hip back, left hip forward, draw the belly in. Hands to front thighs. Inhale the arms overhead. Again, so careful not to do a back bend. It's not wrong, that's a pose, right? But for this particular position, we're to tone the belly, draw the ribs in. Inhale. Good. Exhale, start to take that right hand to your hip, taking the left hand to the outside of the right thigh, working that right shoulder up and back. Maybe extend the right hand back, the right arm back. Keep drawing the belly in. Maybe left arm extends. Getting into the hip flexor a little bit. Inhale. Exhale. Working that right rib cage back, left rib cage forward. Inhale. Good. Exhale, take that left hand to the mat. Maybe right hand comes to hip. Work that right shoulder up and back. And then maybe extend that right arm up, taking that twist. So eye of the left elbow spins forward. Hug that left palm in toward the center of the mat. Maybe that back knee lifts. Maybe. Then start to make circles with the arm, taking the arms back behind you, and then forward, using your breath. You can even pulsate and drop the knee and lift if that feels good, having some movement. Whatever you need. And then on your next exhalation, keep that arm overhead. Work that right shoulder up and back. Draw the belly in. If this isn't feeling good, just keep that right hand on your hip. One more breath. Lower it down. Start to take that right arm behind. Maybe come to the fingertips of the left hand. Flex that left foot. We'll come into that thigh stretch on the opposite side. Now again, if you need to do this standing, go for it. Work that. So I take my hips back first. Then I re-engage, taking the hips forward, work that right shoulder up and back. You can always open up at the right hip if that feels good. Just make sure your right knee lines up with the ankle. Tone the belly. Inhale. Exhale. Good, gently release that. Step back, downward facing dog. Woo. Arm bones stay lifted. Draw the belly in, root through the thumb and index finger of the hands, fingertips evenly spaced, so take a look at the hands. Draw the ribs in, ears in line with the biceps. Inhale, shift forward, find plank pose. You can always drop the knees here. Tone the belly, squeeze the backside, hug everything into the midline. If the hips are dropping, bend the knees or lift the thighs. Keep drawing the belly in, extending through the crown of the head. Option to stay here. Maybe the right foot lifts. Maybe, right? But keep your hips down. We're not lifting the hips. Feel the shake. Lower that foot down before you lift the left foot. That would be something. I'm sure we have some people that could do that. Draw the belly in. Calm the mind. Stay patient, stay in it. It's a good reminder of how strong we all are. Come into the breath, lower that foot down if it was lifted, and then come down to the forearms. So you can keep the knees bent or lower down one forearm at a time. So taking the elbows and the elbow creases slightly forward up the shoulders. Squeeze the belly in, thighs lift. Here we are. Option to stay here, knees can be bent, or maybe right leg lifts, maybe. Ooh, my hips were high. See, this is good having a camera here. I can kind of gauge. Keeps me humble. Keeps me honest. Lower that right foot down, maybe left foot lifts. Keep squeezing the backside, squeezing the belly. Draw the shoulders up and back. Lower that foot down. One more breath. I know. Squeeze the backside. Inhale. Beautiful. Exhale. Lower the knees if they were lifted. Lower the pelvis. We'll come into Sphinx pose. Beautiful. Draw the shoulders up and back. Draw the belly button up and in. So take a look at the belly button here. And then work the shoulders up and back. Squeeze the backside. Squeeze the legs. Hug the elbows in towards your waist. Bringing the chest between the biceps. Gaze is forward. Keep the legs active. So we do that by squeezing the glutes so the knees lift. Come to the breath. Inhale. Exhale. Maybe close the eyes. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Lower the chest down. Take the forehead to the mat. Glasses are off. Here we go, team. Cactus the arms, click the tops of the toes down. Squeeze the backside so the knees lift, so tuck the pelvis a little bit. Keep that action. Draw the belly up and in. So belly button to spine. Inhale. Good, lift the arms, the head, and the chest. Gaze is forward to the front of the mat, so gazing down. Exhale, lower and tap. Good, inhale, airplane arms, thumbs up to the sky, work the shoulders up and back. Exhale, tap. Good, inhale, arms up behind you, shoulders up and back. Exhale, lower. Good, repeat that. Inhale, cactus the arms. Exhale, lower. Inhale, thumbs up to the sky, shoulders up and back, airplane arms. Exhale, lower. Inhale, arms behind, shoulders up and back again, squeeze the backside. Exhale, lower. This time, add the legs. Inhale, hands lift, legs lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, thumbs to sky. Exhale, lower. Arms behind, inhale. Maybe clasp the hands. Legs stay lifted. Gaze is to the ground to protect the neck. Come to the breath. Good. Stay lifted. Arms forward. Reach. Thumbs, shoulders up and back. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Plant the hands. Thumbs to the base of the chest. Lower the feet. Inhale, forward, up and back. Cobra pose. Oh. Whew. Stay here for a couple breaths. Squeeze the backside. If the shoulders are coming forward, bend the elbows. Work the shoulders back. I'm breathing here too, friends. I'm with you. I'm feeling a little bit of sweat dripping. Lately, I've just been feeling like I need to move. I need to move the body. Get all of that energy out. Exhale. If you need a child's pose, go ahead and take it. We'll meet in downward facing dog. And just kind of keep going here. Arm bones stay lifted. Good, walk the feet towards the hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Settling in. Good, inhale, half lift here. Take the right foot back. We'll come into warrior one with the back heel lifted. The back knee lifted. You can always bring that back knee down. Come up to climb to the top of the thigh. Tack that left hip back, right hip forward. Shoulders up and back. Arms lift. Draw the ribs up and in. Oh yeah, that. So square the hips, that left hip back, right hip forward. Inhale. Good. Exhale, take that left hand to your hip, right hand to the outside of the right thigh. Or left thigh, sorry. Left shoulder up and back. We'll take that twist. That back knee can be down. We'll repeat that. Maybe extend the left hand back. Right arm forward. Maybe. Inhale. Exhale. Good, inhale, take that right hand to the mat. Left arm up towards the sky. Now from here, we'll come into side plank, so modified here. So spin the back heel down, and then start to work the left foot over towards the center of the mat. Eye of the elbow spins forward, that right hand, and then lift the hips. Maybe top arm to sky. Now, if you want to go further, you can stack the feet. Keep that left hip in line with the right rather than opening up. Maybe gaze to the sky. Draw the belly in. One more breath. Whoa. Good. Lower down. Plant the hands. Option to meet in downward facing dog or take a vinyasa here. So inhale, shifting forward. Lower down. Bend at the elbows. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, forward, up and back. Cobra pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Take a look, a gaze, take your gaze between your hands, maybe bend the knees. You don't have to do this. Maybe hop the feet forward. Take a little jump. Inhale, half lift. If you need blocks, kind of raise the floor. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to chest. Beautiful. Keep going. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift. Switch sides. So take the right, left leg back. Sorry. Tack your right hip back, left hip forward. Climb up. Warrior one with the back heel lifted. Start to raise the arms, draw the ribs up and in. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Inhale. Start to take that left hand to the outside of the right thigh. Take your right hand to your right hip. Work that right shoulder up and back. Maybe extend the right arm behind you. Maybe left arm forward. Coming into the breath. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Inhale, take the left hand to the mat or to a block. Right arm up towards the sky. You can bring that back knee down if you need to. Get length. Smooth out the breath. Good. Then eye that left elbow spins forward. Take your right hand to your hip and then spin that left heel towards the left side. Walk your right foot towards the center of the mat. Side plank modified here. Lifting the hips up. Maybe stay here. Maybe stacking that right foot on top of the left. So notice that that top right hip leans out. Stack it over the left. Draw the belly in. Maybe top arm to sky. Vashisthasana. Smooth out the breath. Squeeze the legs. Good, one more breath. Exhale, right hand to the mat. Option to meet in downward facing dog. Shift the chest forward. Take a vinyasa, lowering down. Inhale, cobra pose. Forward, up and back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bend the knees, maybe step, hop, or float to the front of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. Beautiful. Almost there. Face sideways, nice wide stance here. Toes slightly turning in, heels out. So think wrists in line with the ankles. Hug the feet in towards each other to fire up the abductors. And then turn the right toes to face the right side. I'm going to try to mirror you here. Then into that right leg, take your forearm to front thigh. Left hand to your hip, Parsva Konasana side angle. So think right ribs under, left ribs back. Maybe top arm overhead. Hug the feet in towards each other, rise up, warrior two. Tracking that right knee over the third toe. Shoulders in line with the hips. Hug the feet in towards each other. Keep that back thigh lifting, supinate the front palm. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Maybe look down at that left foot. Stay bent in that right leg, tracking that knee over the third toe. Good, inhale, straighten the front leg. Stay in this kind of reversed triangle. And then exhale, triangle pose. Either hand to front shin, to a block or to the floor. Top shoulder up and back. Hug the feet in towards each other. Inhale. Exhale it out. Beautiful. Little micro bend in that right leg, so you're not locking into the joint. Good, inhale, rise up. Turn the right toes in. And then now turn the heels in, toes out. Take hands to hips, squat down, and then tuck the hips under, tuck your pelvis under, shoulders up and back, goddess pose. You can stay here with hands on your hips, maybe cactus the arms. Whew, hello legs, right? Good, maybe arms lift. Draw the hands into the heart. Keep flowing, arms lift. Inhale. Exhale, draw in, so strong. Inhale. Exhale, lower, beautiful. One more time, inhale. Good, stay strong, hands to heart. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, straighten the legs. Oh my goodness, turn the toes in, heels out. If you need a forward fold, you can. Take hands to front thigh, or hands to hips. Lengthen out, shoulders up and back. Exhale, start to lead with the heart. Hands can come to blocks or a chair here. Or even, this is where the chair can come into handy, or lower down, hands to the floor, if that feels good to you. Shoulders up and back. Draw the belly in. Lengthen. And lower. Keep breathing here. Now, if you want to, I have a few takers. If you know you can do this, you can always go to a wall. You can stay here or maybe come into headstand, okay? You don't have to. I'm just offering some play. I'm going to try it. You can come to tripod. Maybe open the legs. Just playing here. If you're up, lower down. Inhale, rise up. And if you're like, yeah, not today, right, be where you're at. Take hands to hips. Turn the left toes to face the front of the mat. We'll come into Parsva Konasana on the left side. Forearm to front thigh. If you're like, what just happened? That's okay too. Right hand to hip. Keep working that left shoulder back. It tends to want to kind of push forward, so keep plugging that back as well. Arm overhead. Drawing the belly in. Hug the feet in towards each other. Inhale. Good, exhale, inhale, rise up. Warrior two. Track that front knee over the third toe. Right hip under, left hip back. Good, supinate the front palm. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Maybe look down at that right foot. Keep working that left knee over the third toe as you stay bent. Inhale, straighten the front leg. And then exhale, find triangle pose. Hand to front shin, maybe hand to block, maybe hand to floor. Top arm up towards the sky. Work that right shoulder up and back. Think the rib cage, right? So left rib cage under, right rib cage back to create that space. Little micro bend in the left knee. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Inhale, spin down. Take that left hand to the mat. Spin the left heel up, step back, plank pose. Final vinyasa here. Inhale, shifting forward, lowering down. Inhale, shoulders up and back. Cobra pose. Come to tabletop. Feet together, knees apart, child's pose. Taking a rest here, beautiful. Feeling all of that movement settle. And then make your way to your back as you're ready. And we'll flow here a little bit. So bend the elbows, fingertips up towards the sky, squeeze the shoulders together, plant the feet. Inhale, lift the hips and pause. Chin stays lifted away from the chest. Squeeze the backside, hug the feet in towards the waist. Exhale the hips down for a count of 2. Inhale for 2. Exhale for 2. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Keep going. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. You can stay here, or maybe as you lift, start to plant the hands, coming into full Urdhva Dhanurasana, or just keep the hips flowing, kind of lifting. Hug the legs in towards each other. Work the shoulders up and back, pump your heart forward. Lower down when you're ready. Chin to chest as you lower. Lower the hips, everybody. Draw the knees in towards the chest. Making some circles. And then cross the right ankle over the top of the left thigh. We're almost there. Flex that right foot. And then lift the left foot up and then clasp behind the left thigh. Figure 4, flexing both feet. Maybe gently using that right forearm into the right hip, just gently. Maybe the head lifts. Maybe that left leg lifts. Drawing the legs a little bit deeper. Good, lower that leg. Keep across the legs, and this time, we're gonna take the legs over towards the left, so it's a little different. Getting a side stretch in that right hip. Work that right shoulder up and back. I usually go the other way, but lately I've been doing this one. It feels kind of nice. Draw the belly in. Inhale, switch the cross of the legs. Keep that foot flexed, left foot flexed. Last one, little stretch here. Draw the legs in, maybe clasp behind the thigh, up that right leg. You can lift the torso if you want to, and the head. Gently work that left forearm into the left thigh to get a little deeper into the hip. If this isn't working, keep that foot planted, and you can just take the hand and gently nudge that open. Just keep that left foot flexed. And breathe, inhale. Exhale. There's so much more I wanted to do today. Next time. Lower that foot down, and then we'll take the legs over towards the right side. But then work that left shoulder down to the ground. Maybe close the eyes. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Inhale to center. And start to straighten the legs out in front of you, finding your Shavasana. If you want a blanket underneath your head or underneath the backs of the knees, that's an option. Just bring the shoulders up and back, so you have a little space in the low back. Palms up towards the sky, chin lifts, let the feet rest out. Feel the earth here. Inhale. Exhale, open through an open mouth. Let it out. The lion breath. Inhale. Exhale, let it out. Maybe stick your tongue out. Inhale. Exhale, let it out. Do a breath that's comfortable to you. So it is time. So I invite you to stay here. Or if you need to go, I understand, and I will see you next week, hopefully. But I will share a meditation. Patient perseverance. Each season, grasses, flowers, shrubs, and trees let a part of themselves go in the form of seeds, every one of which is a point of life, containing the full potential of the parent. In the quest to find a rooting spot, they are buffeted by winds, parched by the sun, and soaked by rain. And as likely as not, they encounter cement or stone rather than fertile soil. Each season, the seeds find what space they can and put forth their roots, slowly creating more room for themselves and pushing ever upward, even when the new world they discover is harsh and unpredictable. Seedlings are small, but a single plant can widen a crack in a sidewalk or turn a rock to dust through nothing more than patient perseverance. In our lives, it is not uncommon to find ourselves cast into the wind, through our own choices or through fate. We are blown hither and thither by fear, uncertainty, and the influence of others. The obstacles we face may seem insurmountable and the challenges too much to bear. When this happens, look around you and note the seemingly desolate and inhospitable places in which plants have thrived. Giving little choice, they set down their roots and hold on tightly, making the best of their situation. Then examine your own circumstances. Ask yourself if there is an unimagined source of strength that you can tap into. Look to the future. Picture a time in which you have widened a place for yourself and have flourished through your difficulties. The smallest things in life, such as these tiny sprouts, given time and the will to forge on, can overcome any circumstance and break down huge barriers. It may be tempting, however, when you are faced with rough or uncertain odds, to give up, change direction, or choose the easiest path. Despite this, within you, there exists the same resolve and fortitude as that displayed by these courageous plants. In finding yourself in a tight spot, you too can look upward, grab hold where you can, and use your determination to reach new heights. I invite you to stay here as long as you need to, or start to wiggle the fingers and toes as we move forward, coming up to a seated position. Take your time. Legs crossed or sitting on your knees. Draw the hands in front of an unfolded, open heart. Bowing to that beautiful light in you and in each other. And may it guide you in all that you do. Namaste. Thank you.